You wanna quick save here again because sometimes this glitches out. Start counting to 10 right here, and also activate Sanctuary because this guy is a dick and will sometimes shoot lightning at you while you're turning this. Alright, jump down, quick save, and then right on this ledge you want to pause launch again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 15 seconds. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now, the reason why we do that pause launch is because at the very opening of this door there is a trigger where Liana is going to come in from the sidelines here, and she's going to talk to you for about a little bit more than 30 seconds. And, you know, that's 30 seconds, right? You don't want to waste that. So by pause launching right there, you just skip over that trigger and you just walk straight in, and you can just turn this lever immediately. Which also skips, because if you hit that trigger, it also starts this mini boss fight with Liana. So yeah, we just skip that and just go immediately in here, turn the lever, and just hold it down until the gates open, and then you just walk on through. Alright, once again, there is the casual strats and what I like to call the swag strats for this one. Normal strats is you just run through here, then you get hit by a flashbang all of a sudden here, and then you just jump, not like that, not like that. Jump over here onto those stairs. You jump down here, activate Sanctuary to not die from the fall, and now you're here. Now the swag strats, the reason why I call them swag strats is because 1, it looks cool, and 2, it's tricky to do, and it only saves about 1 second. So it's like you have to be really, really confident. So it's like if you're behind and you need to save that 1 second, you can go for it. Or if the run's over or something like that. If you're ahead, I wouldn't recommend doing it because it can be tricky. But what it is basically you do the forward step here, then you do a bunny hop right there, and then you just bounce right to there, just so you hit this ledge like right there-ish, so it's very precise. Because the moment you bounce out of that window, you have to then strafe midair like twice to avoid that wall, and then that wall to then land there. Ow. But then you just continue on here like normally. Alright, here you want to quick save again. And then you want to bunny hop across this gap because, you know, normally you have to like do some other weird platforming. Alright, pop a mana potion because you need Sanctuary here again. Pop Sanctuary because this guy's a dick and will kill you with fireballs. You cut that rope, and then which will then make this beam fall. You climb the chain that it makes, and then you jump down here, and it'll trigger the next map. We're almost done with the game at this point, by the way. Here, like usual, you just run up here, you crawl up on that small ledge instead of just walking all the way around. Save here, because right here, this right there, you can actually see it. That's a trigger. When you hit that, boom, this closes, and then fire happens, and shit sucks, and you have to wait for that. But if you're a super swag, you can jump across this trigger right here and just skip this entire area. So remember, do a bunny hop there to skip over that little platform right there to avoid the trigger. Once again, there's another trigger right there. You can actually see it. This one doesn't really matter that much. All it does is that it shoots some fireballs at you. But what you want to do here is you run through here, jump over it, and then you quick save here for safety reasons. Is what I do sometimes. Jump out, activate Sanctuary so you don't die. You bash the wall a couple of times to attract the attention of all these 4 guards. Stand in the corner here, then you break this so that they all die. Oh, I was unlucky. It can be kind of tricky to do this because you want all 4 of these dudes to die from the things that fall down here. because the next gate won't open until all of these 4 dudes are killed. So wait here, wait for everybody. Don't worry, you have Sanctuary here, so you're invincible right here. So now, everybody's dead, and the gate is now open. Right here, you pick up this rock with telekinesis, you throw it at the Lich, and then you basically just kill them with rocks by throwing it at them with telekinesis. Remember, it only does damage to them if you throw it with telekinesis. So doing it normally will not do that much damage. It has to be with telekinesis. One thing to note about this small Lich fight here is sometimes it will take 1 rock throw to kill them. Sometimes it will take 3 rock throws to kill them. It's actually random and really, really silly. So just remember that. Sometimes you'll one-shot them, sometimes it'll take 3, sometimes 4 rocks to the face to kill them. It's kind of silly. A good way to make sure that they're dead is when you hit them with a rock, if they ragdoll and they like lay there on the ground for a second, that means they're not dead. When they die, they will instantly start floating in the air and then evaporate, or like start going electric and be like, and then just die. So even if they're on the ground, so if they land on the ground, you grab the rock again, shoot it at them, and then even when they're on the ground, they're just gonna teleport instantly up to their T shape and then just evaporate. So here, walk through the gate. Basically, for the very last epilogue, as you can see, we use Sanctuary and Telekinesis a lot. So for this part of the game, you really want to stock up on mana potions. So in here, for this part, you just need 50 mana in total and you're good. I only have 39 right now, but I have an extra mana potion, so it's good. Jump down here, activate Sanctuary, and you just run through here, and now we come up to the final boss of the game, or the final boss. You'll see why in a second. So here, just bunny hop through this part casually. So here, once again, pop mana potion so that you don't die from this fall. Sanctuary. Right, this. Okay. Normally, this is the part where you have to fight Arantir and his giant flying bone dragon or whatever. But, and then after you kill him, you're supposed to pick up the skull right there, and then, depending on if you want the good or the bad ending, you either give it to your father in there, or you put it back on the altar again. But the game developers kind of put like an invisible box on top of the skull right now, so you can't touch the skull until you've beaten Arantir. But there is a very, very, very small hole in that box where if you crouch just in front of the altar and like look just below the skull, you can actually pick it up and then place it again, getting the good ending with Zana. So the moment that you have placed the skull again, that is when you pause the timer and then runs over. Let me just show it. So here you are. There you are, Arantir. Sometimes just kick him out of the way. Crouch, look right there. And then the moment, like I just showed, the moment that you place it again, you pause the timer. So yeah, that was it. That was Dark Messiah of Might and Magic any % speedruns. Oh yeah, and during the ending cutscene, you can kick. That's actually one thing to note. There are a lot of cutscenes in this game where kicking is not disabled. For example, let me show you. Start a completely new, fresh game. You can kick your master right here.
I'm here, sir.
So normally he's like, you have to go into this room and grab the thing. But if you kick him, it's gonna mess up his animation. He's gonna just stand there awkwardly and stare at you. So yeah, you can mess up the intro prologue cutscene. It doesn't save time or do anything, it just looks silly. You can kick him if you want to, you can not kick him, that's up to you, whatever. It just looks funny. That's important to note, actually, just because between the chapters Gleam of a Cold Knife and Sea of Blood, you know, that part where you're waking up in the sewers, that's where you need to be spamming the kick key, because when you spam that, that's when you skip it. Okay? So if you're not spamming that, you're gonna like wake up in the water, be like, oh, what happened? Ooh, you spam the kick key, you're just gonna be on your feet immediately, and you can just keep walking. Ba-ba-da-ba. Other than that, I think I covered mostly anything. Yep, I think that was about it. I'm gonna upload this video to the SDA forums and maybe also on my YouTube, so if you ever have any questions, feel free to message me on the SDA forums, on my YouTube, or on my Twitter, which is @CropaxLives, that is @CropaxLives. Feel free to ask me any questions. I am always happy to help, because getting more runners into a speed game is really nice, because we're not that many active runners anymore. So yeah, always, just any question, just the slightest thing, feel free to ask. Right next to this video on the SDA forums, I'm gonna upload the world record run, so you can, which is also done by me, so you can see how you do this fast and not, you know, slow, where everything is explained. And once again, I want to apologize for the first half of the video. That was very awkward and very silly, because I made a lot of mistakes and I kind of have to reset as well. But yeah, so thank you very much for watching, and that was Dark Messiah Might and Magic Any Percent tutorial. Alright, we're in the clear, boys. We're done. Hey! Good video.